Why am I getting no image? Good or helpful. Um, helpful other. Um, Encoder is not coming up visually. I'm a bit worried. I can see myself. A few things. Hang on. Maybe there's another way I can check. Excuse me, guys. If there is anybody watching, if you can confirm that you can see me, that would be really quite handy. Oh, just let me have a look. See here. Yeah, it looks like. Let me have a look. All right. Let's. Yep, you can indeed see me. I assume you can hear me. Don't know what goes on. Never mind, guys. Okay, let's go on with the business. Um, that's actually very frustrating. Anyway, I'm assuming you can both see and hear. Um, so, first things first. Yeah, I missed my introduction. I'm Rob the Builder, in case you were unaware of this fact, or if you're unaware by looking at the channel name. And can we build it? Yes, we can. We can't tech it. We're getting boned here. God knows what's going on with that, man. Hmm. Anyway, point being that we are working on a BF-109 G6 with the insignia of Eric Hartmann and the Junkers JU-88 of Werner Bombach. Now, we've got the personal insignia on both of them. A bit of decal soften love. That's what we're going to do. And then what we're going to do, actually, one thing I can do for my personal peace of mind. Excuse me a moment. Hey, buddy. This is going to sound like a strange question. Can you see me? Because on my encoder for multiple platforms, I can't. It's not coming through visually. I hope you can see me. Um. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to get on with the decal. I'm going to hit with decal soft first. Um. Then I'm going to get stuck into the 109. I'm going to get the water. When I've finished with the decal soften, because my theory is that I'm having all sorts of technical muzzles at the moment. Ah, very droll. Now, decal soften. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a strange thing. I've got because I go out to multiple platforms. I've got an encoder. At the moment, I can't see myself visually on that, but obviously it's going because everything goes through that. Obviously, it's working. It's just for some reason I'm not getting the visual side of it, which I'm a bit about. But yeah, never mind. That's funny. So, we will do this side. I hope the I live in a set of apartments, and we've got maintenance dudes coming around with their lawnmowers and such like going. Not sure as to how much you can, if that you can hear. Hopefully not too much. Also doing the gutters today. Yeah, I mentioned that last stream. Now, so, thinking the actual number of decals, the 109, isn't that many. I think with a bit of luck, we can possibly get all of them on one session. That would be kind of good. I'd be happy for that. Um, I wish I could see what my encoder is. Says I'm live. Doesn't give me visuals. The pain in the ass. That's an opinion. Worst things happen at that. Yeah, just ask these poor suckers. They're the ones who got bombed. Yay! Now, underneath one. Oh no. Oh no. Shall the they call us up first? Let's make sure these have put my hands on them. Take cool. Moving. Go for straight water. Straight water. Alright. It. Not the situation I needed. Hang on. When was that even at us? There we go. Maybe sufficient code for that. That's fucking irritating. Now, decals to move quite substantially for length after the. This is not shit you need. No, it wasn't crooked when I put it on, buddy. Trust me on this. But we'll have to fix that now. Yet everything else is in place. You're going to be okay. Oh, am I? You can see now? Oh, there you can, I reckon. Is that better? What I'm trying. Yay. That's one step. Sit in the right position. Straight, and we're going to do this with the whole box sometimes. We need to get rid of. So it'll be a problem child, this decal. But we'll have to be a bit patient with it. Whoop. They've at least set quite nicely. Yeah, we're not going to hit that. Decal's often just yet, as I'm sure you can imagine. Everything else we will. All right, is that problem fixed? Certainly not what I planned. Never mind. Once that dries up, I have to be very careful when I apply the decal softener to make sure that I don't move it. It'll be a while before that'll be harder for that to settle, I'm guessing. Rain a bit. Oh, that is, you know what I mean? No, if it does, if it looks that way, it's an optical illusion. Hang on a moment. Boom. Shouldn't look small. It's not smaller. Again, if it looks smaller, it's purely an optical illusion sort of a thing. That's all I can attribute it to. But yeah, unless I got that one squared up, a bit frustrating and annoying. Now, I'll leave that up there for a bit. Now, little Schmidt. These decals won't move there. Back into there. Oh yeah. Once I've got decal, heat with decal soften, I will we're going to start getting onto the tactics. Uh, Righty, getting there. Right, now I need free of charge. Much more decal soften. So, so we're gonna do now is first thing, Tamiya decals. There's a few of these I don't actually need. Mostly. Yeah. Um, Largely on account of course already having those ones in position. Schwa stickers, yeah, might as well get them done. Actually, I don't need those either. They're actually for the dashboard, but I painted that. Might just cut them out. Pretty big fan of cutting as much out as I can. Yeah. Now we can see what we're looking at. You can see there's not that many really. 20 maybe. Well, that's the numbers go up to 20. There's not 20 there. Well, different ones. Uh, there we go. That's probably a better angle of light. Um, over there. Swastikas. Go on. Oh, they're nice and clean, close to the area. No need to get too excited about the borders on these ones. 18. They easy. Now, the Tremere thing said 10 seconds. I will hold to that and oh, hey, might be 10 seconds and if I leave it to too long it'll look kind of stupid. All right, mouthful of coffee first. That's the shit. Okay, coffee. Now, I'm going to get this out of the way because there's potentially going to be water around you. And bam. Alrighty. Let's see how that happens, shall we? No, not in this installer. Oh, hang on a moment. Although I do have the decal that will enable that, but interestingly, that not in this instance. Even down to if you give it, like I said, wait till I've got this decal on. It's very interesting. I know what you're saying. Normally that was the case. In the worst case scenario, I would paint it, but I did that with the Stuka. Hmm. Yeah, but it was on the. Bam. Yeah, the okay. Now, give me a moment. Based on this one, which is the one I'm building, straight black. There's no spiral on it. Interestingly, if you give us a further moment, whilst these next paint schemes are F4s rather than G6s, they are from the same squadron. Now give us a moment. Is that them there? No. Aha! So yeah, these are also JG52, but from the previous year. And they've got solid colour. And that's interesting. I mean, I know what you're saying. Normally you see a spiral, but not in this instance, apparently. Go figure. Ah, YouTube. I don't get many chats from YouTube. It's Minpins. I don't know if you can see the chat on from other platforms, but I'm. How you doing, Sydney? Um, but yeah, he knows you. Now, we got one swastika on. We'll go for the other one now, I guess. Then we'll start getting on to other bits and bobs. Now, ah, oh, that's classic. How cool. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's sorry, right, I get it now. That's cool. So am I visual on YouTube as well? 10 seconds. Wow, I thought it was 2. I knew there was a differential. I knew that much. Which seems to be a okay. When I stream to Twitch, and I'm just on Twitch, I'm going very much straight from my OBS to Twitch. Whereas in this instance, I have to go from OBS to Restream and then out to the various platforms. 10. Wow. I knew there was a 2-second. Maybe there's another step after that. I don't know. That's interesting, though. Thank you for telling me that. That's useful information and interesting information for that matter. What's the line I'm looking for? The plot thickens. What's the same cannot be said for my hair. Yeah, right. Interesting. Wonder if that's useful in any capacity. Not really, because it would distract me from other platforms if I try to do something like that. All right, let's see how this goes, shall we? Slightly. Oh, you're slightly better angle of light. There we go. Yeah, right. In real time, I've just finished putting the decal on. That's interesting. Now, I'd say that delay is something that's causing the encode, or part of the reason the encoder is not visual at the moment. You are capable of traveling through both time and space, bud. Let's have a quick look at. Pretty happy with that. All right. Now, let's get our wing decals happening. Yeah. Boom. What I might do is what I did with the Junkers earlier, where I put the kit on blue tack just to hold it in place while I was doing the decaling. Yeah, right. Interesting. Yeah. Wonder what the time variable is on other platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Hmm. And indeed Twitter. Okay, there we go. One of the joys here, I've got to say, because I know how sturdy the actual Tamiya kit is, when it comes to putting the blue tack on, I have no qualms about being a bit vigorous with it, which is kind of good. Might move that down a bit. There we go. Which will help when it comes to, it's not going to slide around. And I've got that on the wrong plat. Actually, I don't know. Now, let's have a look at our decal sheet, shall we? First, I'll probably do those two wing ones, and that goes down the fuselage. So we'll do all the stuff on the wings. Yeah, and the upper areas. What I'll do, move that around that angle a little. Okay. Alrighty, now. So, number 20 goes on the right hand wing. Hang on. It goes just inside that. So that appears down, I guess roughly there. Okay. It's a fairly close. Let's see. No. Facebook, Siffle Rob. But as for modelling, I am Rob the Builder. All right. All right. It's just okay. Best if I left myself holding on. Okay. The length there, right? True. That then go. Let's go that one. That made my life. There. Okay. That's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Search warts and all models. Um, that was what I first went out under. I figured I was making up warts and all. See all the mistakes I made. Germany and plenty. Next. So we go just inside that. Uh, warts and all. Warts. N. All. Might come up for you. You can't find it, such is life. Nice. Yeah, hang on. I know what I'll do. Give us a moment. It would be um now that might be one word, it might be two, but if you search that, you might have a better chance. Um, there you go. Next. Where's this? Right. There. Them. Put them over to there. Never mind. Hmm. I have to have a look at my page and see if I can come with perhaps a bit better um, page name so I come up more easily in searches. That might be a thing. Oops, a little bit closer than I wanted. But All right. Now, next. It's supposed to work with. I'll do this other wing from the other wing. Not quite. A bit more. All right. Let's soak. Let's soak. Yeah. Um, what other bits need to go on to? So we've got decal 14. Two decal 14. And decal 8. Oh, four decal 14s to put on. We'll get them out of the way, I reckon. Boys, we'll get this one. Let's see how we go. So this is a bit long. Fine. A brief moment. Bit slow. All right. So, there we go. Do we? Give me a moment. Right, that needs to be a bit further across. Boom. There we go. They're both. Now, I do need to keep a slight eye on the time, as I frequently do, because I need to do my mum's shopping. Circle 14. Find that little group nice and jolly good. Let's have a close look here. first angle be. And yeah, sure, man. Um, oh, damn, stretch that back out, boy. Yeah, these should be fairly straightforward as well. I should check. Fantastic. Now, these go onto the longest band tail. That's the one. Oh, very close. That's it. These. Fairly think it's pretty small. So we'll see how that plays out. Um, you want to get all four of those on. Got two different things. I'll do a lighter brush for this. Nice. One. Two. Right. Two. I've got the upper wing up areas of this done. I think my next move will be, whilst that's drying, to do the upper wing areas, or upper, same areas basically on the Junkers. Do that pretty much as a bing, bing, bing thing on. Alright. Last one. You'll go for decal 15. Oh, you're back. Sorry, I didn't notice. Well, obviously I did just then, but didn't notice previously. I'll see where decal 8 goes, right in between tree. Specific thing. Let's look into course. Uh, okay. It's the 14's in position. Yep. Putting it through a slow, asphyxiating death. Why? Because it behooves me. Now, let's see. Pretty obvious. There's 15. We'll do 15. Making barely sound progress overall, I guess. Out. Alrighty. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Something I'm going to invest in at some stage fairly soon is an aircraft building jig. All these sorts of occasions when you want to get the aircraft at just the right angle for the occasion. I can get one from Australia for $34, but there's better ones from Ukraine, but they cost about 50 plus postage. Whilst I'm happy to support Ukraine and all, at the same time, There do come to financial realities. So I'm also happy to support Australian business. Might see if I get one on Tuesday when I get paid. Right, there we go. Thanks for taking the time to check out how I was going through on the other streams. I appreciate that information. Very interesting, I'll tell you that much. This was the fact that you couldn't find me when you searched me. All of that is very useful information. One, check if there's any other decals other than those. Need to go on the upper area, and there isn't. No, that makes it fairly easy. Right. So, let's get this one on. As I said, we'll pop him aside. Put down the Junkers and start doing some of the Junkers upper wing area. As to how extent that is, I'm unsure, but it needs to be done, obviously. So, see how we go. Time for the cotton wool bud. Alrighty. That's those two in. Or on as the case may be. Be a shade further down. Let's see if it doesn't. Okay. Now, number 8. Also do once I've sliced 8 out, we've got return all the decals that are we're going to be using that we haven't used to here. We don't leave. That's all there was. The rest of here. Number 8. Now. Alrighty. Alrighty. Boom. Decals. Okay. Happy day. That one in place. Now, put these into the bag. Lay dry. Then uh, all that. All good in the hood. Now, there. Ah. Boom. Yeah, for the Assembly instructions. Here we go. Oh wow. They've got heaps. Heaps of little ones. Okay. Interesting. They've got one thing here, right there, 34. You would have thought that there'd be a corresponding one on the other side, but there isn't. Interesting. At least I find it interesting. You may not. You're entitled to not find it. It's your prerogative. Do I find it curious? Plot thicken. Now, what ones to start with? But there are other ones down here. What odds am I given? There's actually 434s. I haven't printed out on the second one because you're supposed to work that out for yourself. I say odds are high. Let's have a look at what we have here. Nope. Wow, that is indeed curious. Okay, well, mine is not to reason why. Decal 20 and 21 would be maybe even. That way, right. That way. What about 23? Where do they go? They go on the other side, do they? Here. Ah. I get it. That goes right. We're doing these big ones first. All right. Oh, sorry, dude. Okay. What I was sussing out was I can actually show you on the instructions here. What is that? Just a piece of cardboard. Okay, there's a decal 34 there. It goes on this little flap thing here. And indeed, there are 34 there and a 34 there, which, yeah. Now you would think there would be a 34 there. There isn't. And the decal there's only 3 34s in the decal numbers. So logically, no, there is not one there. Very illogical that may seem to me. Now, in the meantime, there are these 4 large ones that go up into there. In light of the fact I need to be in about 40 minutes, what we will do is certainly get the 4 big ones on, maybe 48 as well. Where's 48? Is that one of the other ones now? 48. 40. Oh, yeah, I see. Yep. And some of the other bigger ones, get them done and out the way. Then, you'll see how we go for time. Number 20 is the first one. That goes down here and out. That sort of an angle. Now, the only question I will actually have. It's got a slightly uneven angle. That makes sense. What's got to happen is that's got to hit a line of rivets. Okay, I see how that operates. Yeah. So that in there should line up, I would expect, with there. Yep, that all makes perfect sense. Then there's another one on the other side that is much the same. These ones go into there. All right. Stream till I'm done. Oh, just wish I had the time availability for that, buddy. I really do wish I did. Sure we all do. Um, Sad reality is the main thing that usually calls me away is my carer duties. My mother's carer by law. I do get money for doing that. Will, but I'm going to get the opportunity to really do all that I want whenever I want. She's killed. Cold hard light of day. These are facts. But in the meantime, I need to look after her. So I do. Uh, Mostly on account of, well, she's not really able to look after herself. But there you go. Well, there's, yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Some really long, quite big decals on this kit, um, which, given the size of the aircraft, is not surprising. All right. These took a hell of a while, didn't they? I recall now. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain of it all. Um, don't know if you're old enough to remember Lost in Space, but yeah, a very creepy doctor. Very good parody in Family Guy one day. Oh yeah, you'd know what Lost in Space then. Well, in one episode, Family Guy, they was it? Yeah, it was Family Guy. They've got one of the young lads being warned by this robot. Warning! Warning! Danger, Will Robinson. BP, possible pedophile approaching. Yeah, that's Dr. Smith, all right. You know, me not moving. Yeah, totally stranger danger. But his one great contribution to the pop culture. Oh, the pain of it all. A little bit longer, shall we? Should be good now. And, Cross. Bam! There's one. Oh, really? Yeah. It's I believe the um movie they made of it was a like we're talking fairly recent sort of a time. Made much mileage out of all the things that well, yeah. They made a good comedy out of it. And you think, well, why wouldn't you? Um, be a pretty easy outcome. Um, on the topic of making a comedy out of it, what the hell happened to Batman? I remember it was a good laugh. Jesus. The only question I ever had was how the hell did Robin not ever chirp out once with "Holy shit, Batman"? You know, I mean, seriously now. There'd be something that'd be kind of cool to build the Batman car, like the original Batman. Boom. Let's soak. Let's soak. Now, once I've got a few more decals on, I think it will be time for me to call stumps. Actually, if wait, you're from the US, aren't you? Yeah, might not be familiar with what I mean by stumps. It's not a Pistorius thing. Jeez, this is a bad taste comment. Deary me. In cricket, when you draw stumps, you finish. That's what they call the end of play. Do I think it's going to rock and roll now? You know, I'm going to give it longer. Okay. I reckon I might be in business now. Let's see how we go. Nah. Deary me. No, still no. Tell ya. Almost. To be up a little higher. Whoa. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Difference. Oops. Not quite getting this one. Exactly where the other one was. Ah. There we go. I'm not an All Black follower, mate. I'm a Wallaby supporter. Heartbreaking that. I used to play for a team with a black jersey, but not the All Blacks. Um, um, yeah, we're due to play the All Blacks later this year, as we do every year, and yeah, there'll be much gnashing of teeth. Well, actually, no, that might not be the case. Australian rugby's doing better than it has for a few years now. Um, so yeah, I uh, that one. Uh, uh, yeah, being Australian, I'm a Wallaby supporter. And when I first started playing rugby, the Wallabies did all right against the All Blacks most of the time. Hasn't been that way for a while, unfortunately. Yeah, look, rugby's a vigorous game. I miss playing it. There is something. I used to play in the front row, and look, man, scrums, shitloads of fun. Oh, mate. Even now, if I watch a game of rugby when the scrums are on, I just start salivating, man. I miss playing rugby. Fun game. For a few years after I stopped playing, when I was young enough, whenever my club were needing a front rower to trot out, I was the war horse they'd trot out. uh, mm. Just knocking up a last mouthful of coffee there. Last time I played rugby, I was 45. And it was right about then, I discovered one very ugly reality. The old grey berry ain't what it used to be. I could still scrummage, could still put on a pole driving hit. Recovering afterwards, not so far, sunshine. One thing I would say about the All Blacks is two of the two guys who are widely regarded as arguably the toughest rugby players to ever grace the international field were All Blacks. One of them I saw play, and he was a hard ass. Story runs that in one particularly violent test against the French, he was on the bottom of a ruck as the Sprigs are flying around there. His scrotum was opened up. His response got stitched up pretty much in the change rooms, and went out and played, and only came off because he got concussion. And like when I say concussion, we're talking about knocked out cold. He couldn't remember the game afterwards. There's a whole subtle range of techniques in actuality. It's a remarkably subtle thing, believe it or not. But the joy in if you're in the front row is that that's where the big mano a mano shit goes down, man. And there is something spectacularly satisfying about working your opposite number over something fierce. If your other prop is doing it, suddenly your scrum's just boogieing forward, and oh, mate, I tell you, oh, God, I miss that. Yeah, it's each side of the scrum has a slightly different job as far as in the front row. Your loose head, your tight head's job is to bring it. He's the bedrock of the scrum. He will hold it tight. The hooker's job is to get the ball back once it's put into the tunnel. The loose head, that's the other guy. His job is to unsettle the opposing tight head if he can. And back when I was playing, the extent you could do that to was pretty savage. By which I mean, when I was playing, it was quite legal to get right underneath the guy, lift him cleanly off the ground in the scrum, with his shoulder trapped, or his head trapped between your shoulder as you lift him. And look, I can see why they stopped us doing it. That you're looking at potential neck, or there's potential for neck break there. It can happen. It's a thing. And it did used to happen. I didn't cause any, but there are instances of it. The They've changed the way that you can engage in the scrum. It used to be, when I was playing, there was still a bit of a charge in. They've tried to change all that so that people don't get as badly hurt, which is probably fair enough, particularly in the professional areas, because, you know, how long is the guy going to play for? Yeah. The game's very different now to when I played. It's a lot faster. And in some ways, because a good way to understand rugby is to not think of it as a body contact sport, but as a collision sport, straight out. Once you understand that, you understand a lot more about what goes on with the game. Where did I put one of those? Hello. Oh, this placed a deck. Oh, big one too. Stay cool. Reason's that big. Logically. Shouldn't we? Didn't I drop it on the floor? Yes, I did. Oh, that might have been the case. But yeah, I mean, I've played Gridiron as well. The body mechanics are similar but different. They put me in a tackle when I play Gridiron. Yeah. Fun game as well, but the problem I was getting was I used to come up because I was encouraged to use my helmet as a weapon. Was I was coming off trainings and games with my brain feeling like I'd been on a frying pan. I went to the hospital to get it checked out. They said, yeah, there's no permanent damage. They're permanent damage now. I said, yeah, you keep playing, there's going to be. So I stuck. I never had that problem with rugby, so I stuck to rugby. All right, once I've got this one on, I'm going to wind the stream up, buddy. It's almost 11. It's time for me to start getting my bits and bobs in order to get to my mum's. Yeah, but I'll be back on. But it'll be Sunday night your time. Certainly Sunday your time. It'll be Monday my time, but be that as it may. First up, I'll be working on the stag hound some more, and then on the second session we'll do some more deckling. I think that'll be the deal. So let's see how we go with this one, shall we? Me, 5 years, 3 of them in A grade. I remember when I used to play soccer, and I went through this growth spurt when I was about 19. I went from 6 feet tall and 14 stone to 6'2" and 18 stone. And I realised that soccer was no longer for me. And I remember walking into this rugby club. Just looked up someone on the phone book. Walked in. And yeah, it's finished with, and you're going in the front row. Yeah. I was, after 2 seasons, I was considering playing league, which is a professional game, to improve my tackling, but then I got word from the club I had been playing for, yeah, look, we're probably considering you for A grade. So yeah. I played A grade. Then one year I was working as a bouncer. I did my shoulder. And various reasons I had to wait quite a while for surgery. So I missed a season there. And I also, along the way, I was just bored, needed to train, um, walked into this martial arts academy and said, found my injury and said, can I train around that? They said, yep. And I've done 29 years of martial arts after that. So yeah. Otherwise, I probably would have gone back and played rugby for many more years. As I said, I do miss it. Oh, it's okay. Well, have to still it's a bit upsetting. It's okay. Really no different. Bam. Now this is going to be a bit tricky. Uh-oh. There we go. It's okay. It's okay. All right. But yeah, even when I finished playing, I'd hang out at the club a bit. And yeah, like I said, if ever they needed a player to look up a few things. Um, I not want to do that sort of thing. Alrighty. We've always got to start on the tech decks with the because at least we fixed that one that moved on us. Got quite a lot done on the 109. We're getting along the way. Thank you. Glad you've enjoyed it, buddy. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. Trust me on this. Now, there we go. Yeah, so we got, well, you saw we got done. We got quite a bit done overall. Wonder what the dealio was playing Coda, but at least if the stream's still going out, it's all cool on the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I'm next on well, my Monday morning, but Sunday for those in Europe and the Americas. As always, I will finish my little spiel about the various platforms I am on. If you'll find me as Rob the Builder on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord, and Robster the Builder on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. And we all know the drill, people. Follow, like, subscribe. Makes me a happy camper, truly. And yeah, I will see you on Monday/Sunday for all the excitement that modelling brings. Catch you then.